Welcome everyone to another episode of the Intellectual Saviors of Wrestling with your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. And this is the Raw review from 26th of September and the fallout from Clash of Champions.
Yeah, so we opened the night with a rematch from the night before. We had the US title on the line between Roman Reigns and Rusev.
Yeah, Rusev had the jobber's entrance. He was already in the ring.
Yeah, I was a little bit surprised by that. Yeah, the match was okay, but again, going along with the crappy booking and the crappy finishes from the night before.
Yeah, they tried approaching this match saying like, oh, Rusev's trying a different strategy. He's going to grapple him more instead of fight. So the match was very slow in the first 5-6 minutes or so.
Yeah, and he was sort of like putting in locks around his chest there, almost sort of like trying to cut the air, get into his body or some rubbish. So yeah, but unfortunately, once the two competitors got out of the ring, they never made it back to the ring.
No, following on from the pay-per-view, we had another crappy booking ending. I mean, they were fighting, they fought into the crowd. The referee was still counting. And they both got counted out. It was a double count out.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was a draw, but Roman keeps the title.
And they fought back into the ring.
Yeah.
And there was a chair involved.
Yeah. I think Rusev hit Roman on his back.
Then, I don't know, they fought a bit more. Roman speared Rusev. Hit him with a chair. And then proceeded to sit on it.
Yeah. And just waited for him to get back up, and then Rusev just rolled out of the ring.
So, yeah, I'm guessing we have to endure more of these matches for a while because it didn't look like it was over.
Yeah. That was the end of that segment. And then, we'll pre-warn you now, at times I thought we were watching SmackDown. There were so many bloody tag team matches involved. I thought is Teddy Long backstage somewhere?
He's back.
Yes.
Taggy Long.
Yeah. Going along with the theme again, our second match of the night was a rematch from last night again.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
We had the tag team titles on the line between the New Day, Gallows and Anderson. Now, the storyline with this one was, I don't know if it was Mick Foley or Stephanie or who decided on this one, but they decided that the New Day had cheated to get the win, so Gallows and Anderson deserved another shot at the titles.
Yeah.
Due to the use of Francesca too. And again, a bit like last night, very physical start to the match. This time though, it was the New Day getting one over on Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, they tried to do, Gallows and Anderson tried to do the same thing they did last night, and it didn't work. It backfired this time. New Day were ready for it. So it was more of an even playing field this time.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good match. Both teams had their times on tops. It was backwards and forwards. I think it was about just over halfway through the match, though. Kofi was bouncing off the ropes, I think, about to do a springboard move to Anderson, but Luke Gallows grabbed his legs and pulled him out of the ring, and then he chucked him into the steps, and we didn't sort of know straight away what had happened, but a short while afterwards it became very apparent that Kofi was bleeding rather heavily.
Yeah.
Yeah, so once sort of went back and checked out, yeah, I think Kofi sort of like mistimed or something, hitting the steps, and believe he caught his his eyebrow or by his eye on one of the corners of one of the steps, and it busted him wide open.
Yeah, there was a bit of blood in the ring.
Mm.
A couple of towels to try and ease off the bleeding.
Yeah. Mm. Luckily, I don't think we had a situation like we did with Bob Orton, because I did notice as well at the end of the match, Big E had a bit of Kofi's blood on his arm as well.
No, I'm pretty sure after the whole Bob Orton fiasco that all wrestlers are tested for blood.
Yeah.
So if they do bleed, then it's not a problem.
Yeah. So yeah, despite a few close calls and that, the New Day ended up retaining the tag team titles.
But we did see the boot of doom.
We did see the boot of doom.
That amazing tag finisher.
Shit. Oh, WWE creative team, how we love you.
Yeah. So the New Day retained the tag titles.
Yeah, I believe they hit the midnight hour on the on Carl Anderson, I think it was.
Where do they get these finishes from? Jesus Christ.
Well, I've got a good theory for the midnight hour. Billy Idol.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was that, and Xavier tended to a very bloody Kofi. So yeah, so
Right,
that
well,
was that one.
what's next on the list?
Well, we had Bailey make an appearance after her loss last night to Charlotte. She was fighting Anna Fields.
Yeah, they did like a pre-match promo with her where like, she said that, yeah, she lost last night, but, you know, it's going to be a long way to the top. Charlotte and Sasha are the top, but she's always going to be there.
Yeah.
And we get Anna Fields? I don't even know who that is. Not even an NXT wrestler.
No, I presume local jobber.
I mean, you don't normally see Bailey in a squash match, but that is essentially what this was.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Anna got a couple of moves in very early on, but then after that, it was all Bailey.
Yeah. It must have been on for about 2 minutes.
Yeah. And then, in predictable fashion, it finished with the Bailey to belly suplex.
Bailey to belly. Oh. I just can't win with this.
No. Yeah. And then, get ready for it.
Oh.
Another tag team match.
Oh, come on, man.
This time it was from the Cruiserweight division.
Oh. Awesome.
I do have to say, though, the teaming was a bit predictable. you had Cedric Alexander and Rick Swann facing off against Lindsay Dorado and Drew Gulak.
Okay. So, not to sound racist or anything, but this was essentially Team Black versus Team White.
Not far off. And Rick Swann with his questionable dance music entrance, shall we say.
I mean, this was an okay match, but essentially, like the Cruiserweights have been for the last 2 weeks, it's just been a case of, oh, we've thrown them all together into one match.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to go this way, I'd rather they just put a couple of singles matches on. And started to notice already they're using the same wrestlers over and over again, with changing maybe one of them. You know, I mean, I've been led to believe they signed like at least 12 of them
Yeah.
from the Cruiserweight Classic. You know, where's the other guys? And more importantly, where's Jack Gallagher?
Yeah,
We want him on Raw, damn it.
we need the mustached Marvel, the pride of Manchester, England.
Yeah. We need Raw to get more gentlemanly.
Well, I know apparently he's got a few indie dates to finish up. I mean, he's over at Smash Wrestling over in Canada at the moment.
Okay.
He had a match with, well, he was in the same company as my good friend Mark Haskins.
Oh.
But he will be turning up rather soon.
Cool. Yeah. Going back to this one quickly. Cedric Alexander and Rick Swan won. I can't quite remember the finish, if I'm being honest.
Oh, what was it? Oh, I know this. I should know. I only watched it yesterday. Didn't Cedric Alexander hit his spinning kick move and pinned one of them?
Yeah, he done again going wrong with it. He done like a spinning super kick to the head, and then he done a weird roll up, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Well, personally, I think if they're gonna do this whole cruiserweight division, they should do what WCW did: put them on first, and it gets the crowd fired up for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's fill everyone in and touch on this subject before the next match. A little bit earlier on in the show, we had Sheamus and Cesaro come out and basically stake their claims to who's won the best out of 7 series. And they were quickly joined by Mick Foley, and Sheamus said, well, you asked for the most physical person to have won the competition, so without doubt that's me. And then Cesaro made an argument for it. And then here's where we all got incredibly frustrated by it. Mick Foley then turned around and said, right, well, I've got the perfect solution for you. Both of you are going to get title opportunities. So yeah, thinking, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough. It was a draw. Give it to him. And then they dropped the ball big time here.
Massively.
And then turned around and said, oh, but you're not going to be getting individual title shots. So you thought, right, so, I don't know, a triple threat match here for the US title
Went
or
through
whatever.
my head.
Yeah. No, it gets even worse. They're being forced to tag with one another. And they'll be fighting the New Day for the tag titles, allegedly.
Yeah, there is so much wrong with this, I don't even know where to start.
No.
It's like, Mick goes on about, oh, he didn't want to see each of them destroy each other. And yet this is coming from the man who is known for pretty much destroying himself for the good of the fans. Going through multiple Hell in a Cells, Infernos, Buried Alive, any sort of match you could imagine, Mick's been there. The whole point of this Best of 7 series was to give, well, I don't know, in my opinion, it was to give Cesaro some much needed momentum for a singles title run.
Without a doubt. He should be tight. Yeah, he should be fighting for at least the US title. Right. So then Mick then informed them that they'd be tagging together tonight.
It's like, and I sort of get where they're going, because occasionally, on very rare occasions, you do throw two people together and it works. But these aren't the two.
No, I do not see this working at all. And I think we saw a bit of that in this match. Because, they were fighting Nick Cutler and Willis Williams.
Willis. Oh, man. Where do they get these people?
So, for the majority of the match, Cesaro and Sheamus were just arguing with one another and trying to show off to one another. Match ended with Cesaro hitting the neutralizer.
Yeah.
on Cutler, I think it was, and then Williams tried to come in for the save, but got hit with a brogue kick.
Yeah. And Cesaro was like, "What are you doing in the ring? I didn't tag you."
Yeah,
And Cesaro proceeded to pin one of them.
yeah. That was it.
And it was just kind of like, right, okay, I guess they're running with this. Not the best decision in regards to the ending of this match.
No,
Now,
far from it.
I've been a big fan of Mick Foley over the years. But if you've been watching his Twitter, he put out a tweet after Night of Champions, said that if to the people who have been complaining about the ending of this match, you don't know wrestling. And it's like, Mick, you have clearly lost the plot if you agree with this BS ending. Any man and his dog who's been watching wrestling for even a couple of years will tell you that what should have happened, Cesaro wins clean and moves on to a title shot.
Yeah.
This just feels to me like they don't know what to do and they're filling time.
Yeah, pretty much. Hit the nail on the head.
I mean, we can come up with better writing in our sleep. And have done.
Yeah. So, moving on from that disappointing tag team match.
Yes.
We then had the women's champion Charlotte and her protege Dana come out just to basically gloat about the fact that she won last night. And proving that she's the best or whatever.
Yeah. What to say about this promo?
Well, it's just proving the point that the women's division is going downhill again.
It's just the booking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you can't doubt the talent of the women involved. They're unbelievable athletes and they're on top of their game. It's just the awful booking that they're having to be put up with.
Like, I'm led to believe in 2016 Vince just does not know how to book women.
No, he doesn't.
Because, I mean, Triple H, this was the whole reason why he didn't want Bayley brought up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Because he knew that crap like this was going to happen.
Yep. And unfortunately, it hasn't disappointed us.
So it looks like, providing the ending of that triple threat match, Bayley got pinned, so she's out of the whole number one contender thing.
Yeah.
And we're going back to Sasha and Charlotte. Probably for the next pay-per-view, which I'm led to believe for Raw is Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's right.
At the end of October.
Yeah. Yeah, although Sasha then did come out and confront Charlotte, and I believe are they facing off against one another next week on Raw?
Yes.
I think that was the outcome of it.
Yeah, Charlotte has agreed to the title match, but it's next week on Raw.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I say hopefully, they ban Dana from ringside and it's just one-on-one, singles, clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever may be the winner, just give us a clean finish.
Yeah, I don't even care who wins. I just want a decent match.
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes, let them go, and hell, Triple H will tell you what women can do if booked properly.
Yeah. So, then we had, I believe, was this a championship match or was it just a random cruiserweight match?
I think, it was just a normal match.
Yeah.
It wasn't for the belt.
Yeah, we then had the cruiserweight champion Mega Man.
Yeah.
Facing off against Tony Nese, who was also one of the competitors in the Cruiserweight Classic. This match was okay, but then again a bit of flawed booking in the Cruiserweight Classic, and that Tony Nese was sort of like portrayed as this big evil SOB who you just don't mess with, and TJ Perkins didn't seem to really have an awful lot of trouble with him.
No. No, he didn't. It didn't go on for very long.
No.
And there were a couple of good moves, but like you said the other day about TJ Perkins being the Cena of the division, kicking out of everything,
Yeah.
it was never in doubt that he wasn't going to win.
No, of course not.
So it was no surprise that Tony Nese tapped out. What did they call it?
TJP clutch.
More genius, creative finisher names from the WWE.
So, yeah. And then I believe I went backstage afterwards, and TJ Perkins had an interview with Tom Phillips.
Yeah, could have been.
Or Tyler, or Tim, or whatever Jeri-KO were calling him.
Whatever his name is.
Talking about his victory, and he was interrupted by Brian Kendrick.
The Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, a few insults were shot backwards and forwards, but end of it was we're having a cruiserweight title match next week between TJ Perkins and the Brian Kendrick.
Yeah, classic heel tactics. Goad the champion into putting his title on the line.
So yeah, and then it was on to literally the highlight of the night. We had the highlight reel episode that Chris had promised for a little while. It was the highlight reel with him and his best friend in the whole wide world, Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
KO come out, commented on how impressive the Geritron 6,500 was, I think.
I've lost count of how many he has.
Then conveniently, Chris said, well, it cost $6,500. And that was 5 years ago, I think he quoted.
Yeah, and I think as they were in Cincinnati, Dean Ambrose got a mention.
Yeah.
Jericho remarked that he still owed him $17,000 for his jacket. And Kevin went, "You'll never see that money again. Ambrose is a bum."
Yeah, it was all good. And then Seth Rollins' music hit. But then, unfortunately for Seth, he was very quickly met with about 6 security guards and the Raw general manager.
Yeah.
After earlier, Stephanie had warned him that he needed to control Seth and sort it out and do his job.
Yeah, there was a couple of backstage promos, one with Mick questioning Stephanie again.
Yeah.
And her trying to hastily explain that she had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, then she just sort of like got angry and just sort of said, remember who you work for and all this. And typical heel BS.
And then there was another one with Seth on his way to the ring, and Mick was like, "Whoa, you're not medically clear. Don't do anything stupid."
Unfortunately, Seth completely ignored it and went to ringside, but then he got taken backstage. Weirdly, Jericho and Kevin Owens got interrupted by Enzo and Big Cass.
Yeah, completely unexpected, and I'm still struggling to find the reason behind it.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, isn't Enzo and Cass meant to be in a rivalry with the Shining Stars?
They are. The only thing I can think of is unfinished business from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But it just makes no sense.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, we didn't get any John Bon Jericho insults this time around.
No. Or any haters.
No, didn't get any haters. Yeah, but long story short, they escalated, chucked backwards and forwards a few insults. Kevin Owens, for a change, called them stupid idiots.
Yeah.
And then they got added to the list of Jericho. On top of a cameraman being added to the list of Jericho, because He didn't get the right angle.
No, he didn't catch Jeri-KO from the right side.
Right? He wanted him dead in the centre on the outside of the ring, but he was by the ring post on the side.
So the unnamed cameraman is on the list of Jeri-KO.
Yeah. Who knows? It may get to as long as the list of the 1001 moves that Chris can do.
That was a long list. And Jeri-KO messed up. They made a joke about Santa Claus, and Jeri-KO said that he wanted to sit on Big Cash's lap.
Yeah, like, oh, no. I think what it was, I was making a joke out of Jericho's list, and he said, "You know what? You're on the list." And then they're going, "What's your name? Santa Claus?"
I'm not Santa Claus, but I'm going to come and sit on your lap. And it was like, no, I didn't say I was going to come sit on your lap. I said I was going to punch you in the face.
And then they argued about it, and then Kevin Owens just turned around to Big Cass and said, "Well, you know what? I'm going to come over there and punch you in the face." And then, somehow, I don't know how, but it got made into a tag team match.
Yep, apparently Big Cass and Enzo passed Mick Foley in the hall, and they said, yeah, they're having a match right now.
Yeah. So it'd be Enzo and Cass versus Jeri-KO.
Oh.
Now, before we get to indulge into this match, I don't care. Highlight of the show, Kevin Owens doing the Enzo dance on the side of the ring.
It was pretty funny.
Oh, that was brilliant viewing. No, unfortunately, I think this match was a bit rushed because I think they got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't a long match. And it kind of followed a similar formula to most Enzo and Cass's match, but they really need to try and start breaking up. Because it's Enzo takes most of the beating, gets the hot tag, and then Cass comes in and does 95% of the work.
Pretty much.
It's a real habit that they need to try and get out of.
Yeah. Too predictable.
And how it went in the closing stages. I didn't see the tag, but apparently Enzo somehow tagged himself back in.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, what was it? Jeri-KO went to push Enzo off the turnbuckle. And then he slapped a Big Cass in the face a few times.
Yeah.
Didn't go down too well. And then I think did Kevin take out Big Cass? Oh no, Cass done a big boot to Kevin and like the momentum took Big Cass over the top rope with Kevin Owens, and then Enzo went to go for a move, and Chris Jericho quickly jumped up and hit him with a code breaker.
No, I don't think that sounds right somehow. I'm sure it was Kevin Owens that got the win.
Yeah, sorry, other way around it.
You're probably thinking of the SummerSlam match.
No, it's hard to keep up with all of it.
I'm pretty sure that's how that one ended.
Yeah. Sorry, other way around. Big Cass took out Jericho, and then Enzo got hit with a pop-up powerbomb.
That's the one. We didn't completely go off track. That was the SummerSlam match.
Yeah. Reliving that wonderful event.
Oh, I'd rather not. That was 4 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Yeah, that was all.
Yep. Ended with Kevin Owens and Jericho celebrating.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it. I was expecting something else. Maybe Seth Rollins coming down. Maybe an appearance from Sami Zayn. Wasn't seen at all in the show. Good booking, WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That's about it for this week.
So, from your hosts, the Master of the Brain Damage,
I've been Martin.
and the one and only Sam H. We will see you next time for SmackDown's review. Sayonara.